am so excited to make this video. I've been waiting to do this for such a long time.
MATOKA が参ります。ご注意ください。
Hey friends, what's good? So I've been waiting to do this video for a really long time. And it doesn't really even have to do like solely about me or anything like that, but it does have to do with someone I'm very close to. Probably the person that kind of started to get me into YouTube in the first place. That person is purpleishbleu on YouTube. Her name is Violet, and she has done something super cool that she told me about a while back, but it's finally launched. She created her own tea company. Now, of course, you guys know that I really like tea. You might think that I am just like a super big connoisseur of milk tea and fruit teas, but especially over the pandemic, I feel like I transitioned a lot into loose leaf teas compared to having to spend so much money and going out and getting tea all the time. Loose leaf teas and just hot teas in general are a lot more relaxing. They're a lot healthier for you as well because they don't have added sugars. I don't know, it just makes me really freaking happy. So I was so excited when I heard that Violet was making this business because tea speaks to the heart, right? But Violet's tea company is called Kinleaftea. Please go check it out. Follow it on Instagram, follow it on Facebook. Her first launch was this week. Unfortunately, or fortunately for her, I mean, it was completely sold out. Super big success. But for anyone watching it after my review and really wants to try it for themselves, unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait. But make sure to follow the newsletter because there might be pre-orders for the next batch that she does make. So not only did I want to do a taste test, but I also want to unbox it because I'm so excited to see the design and all the work that she put into it in the first place. I have the box right here. Violet was so kind enough to hand deliver this to me, but we got the baby right here and I'm so excited to open it. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and unbox this. Like, I feel like this is so cool. If you're a little interested in like little facts that she told me about packaging and the shipping and stuff, everything is very eco-friendly, and all of the ingredients as well as the packaging was sourced locally in the Bay Area by Asian-owned businesses, so that's like really cool. I'm excited, let's go! Now first, I got this handwritten note. That's so nice. I hope you enjoy your tea. I'm so grateful for your support and friendship. Keep shining and bringing joy into our lives. Ah, that's so nice. And there's a tea tasting card on the back as well, which is super cool. Now let's get freaking into it. This is what it looks like. That is so cool. We have Lychee Pearls. Lychee Pearls. Love this. Love this packaging. This is probably the one I'm most excited for. Jasmine pearls are really expensive to buy. I feel like jasmine pearls give you the best quality of jasmine tea, so I'm really excited to try this one. We also have Milky Pandan. Milky Pandan. I'm also very excited for this one because I think this is going to be the sweetest. I think the Pandan is going to give it a very unique milky flavor. It has a hint of grassy coconut as well and a creamy profile. So I'm excited to really get into this one as well. And finally we have Black Amber, which is, you know, of course, just a really nice black tea. I think black teas are always like the most standard. I don't know, I feel like they're very nice in any occasion. You can brew it strong, you can brew it more weak, you can add milk to it, you can add sugar. It's a classic. I also wanted to quickly note that I'm not sponsored by Violet whatsoever. I bought these with my own money and I want to support her to the fullest. So I feel like the least I can do is create a little montage of these for Violet to have for like marketing purposes or anything in the future. So I'll be right back and then we'll get to the taste test right after. I just wanted to take a quick moment in order to describe the smells of the teas before I actually brew them, because I feel like that's an important process. So first we have black amber, and the description says it's malty, honey, and caramel. It's deeply complex, luxurious, with a touch of roast that melts into sweet honey-like ending. This high caffeine blend is inspired by walking night markets and bustling street cafes, serving coffee and flan in Vietnam. This smooth blend has no bitterness and astringencies. So I'm just going to smell it first. That smells so good. It smells so sugary and so fragrant, even though there aren't really like sugar additives in this. Like, it's just tea leaves, right? You can take a look right there. It's all just tea leaves. It really does smell like honey, kind of like caramel, brown sugar almost. It smells like milk tea too. I'm so excited to try this one. Then we have Milky Pandan. Also excited to try this one. This is classified as buttery, sugar cane, and velvet, but it's described as pandan vanilla notes perfectly complement this aromatic oolong with a hint of grassy coconut. Accompanying a rich and silky mouthful and mellow flavor, you can enjoy a creamy profile without lactose. This medium caffeinated blend will take you back to cozy childhood memories. And one other thing that I really like about Violet's collection is you have one black tea, you have an oolong, and you have a jasmine. So it kind of covers the variety of different teas. I mean, there are so many more varieties of teas, but these are like probably the 3 strongest teas that you're gonna find like in a boba place. These are the front runners for sure. Oh yeah, that's milky for sure. You take a look inside, you can see the pandan strips in there as well. And then finally, the one I'm most excited for, I think I said it before already, are the Lychee Pearls, which is jasmine pearls with lychee. Now, it's fruity, lively, and floral. Reminiscent of inviting neighbors over for tea and fruit offerings, this blend is inspired by the sweet rendezvous culture of jasmine tea. This medium caffeinated blend is a refreshing twist on an essential and embodies true hospitality. And you can see the pearls in here. Oh yeah, that's fruity. That's so fruity. This smells really just like lychee, like so fragrantly lychee. I love the packaging on this one too, because it's got the pink, it's like my hair, it's like my shirt. It's just very, it matches my whole aesthetic, and it's probably the one I'm most excited for and the one I'll drink the quickest, just because. Now personally, when I try new things or like I have a whole plate of something, I always eat the things I like the most. I save it for last. But I'm gonna start out with the black amber and then make my way finally to the lychee pearls, because I think that's the one I'm gonna like the most. I am excited for this one too, but let's go ahead and get on brewing first. I really like it. If you're expecting like a milk tea kind of sweet, like the sweetness level that they put in milk tea, I don't know what you're thinking, I don't know what you're expecting, but you're not gonna get that from a loose leaf tea unless you actually add the sugar yourself. What I can say is I'm extremely surprised as to the tones of sweetness that it already has naturally, just the blend itself, without having to add any sugar whatsoever. If I had to relate it to something like a sweetener in itself, I would say it has a lot of honey tones in it, and I would say it's not overpowering in the least. I think this is medium caffeine or high caffeine, I can't remember, but it's very soothing, it's very relaxing, and I really like this blend a lot. Now, I use the brewing guidelines that are on the can itself, so it said just to brew around 2 or 3 minutes with 2 teaspoons, I believe it was, and I thought 2 teaspoons was not going to be nearly enough. I'm surprised to say that I think you should very much use the serving size and like the brewing guidelines that Violet has made because it turned out perfectly. I can't get enough of this, but I have 2 more teas to try, so let's go ahead and try the Milky Pandan next. So I'm excited to see what the Milky Pandan has in store for me. So, the Pandan. I feel like this one, out of the 3, I was a little concerned about because I don't necessarily have a palate for Pandan. Like, it's not bad or anything like that, but it's one of those Southeast Asian flavors that more or less kind of confuses me, I guess. So I didn't really know what to expect from this. But this has a very subtle flavor. It's so much lighter than the black tea for sure. I thought it was going to be kind of a darker roasted oolong because when I think of oolong, I kind of lean towards the darker roast compared to the lighter roast. But this does fall under the lighter. I will say it's not as milky as I expected it to be. Not to say that it doesn't have milky tones, but everything is very subtle. So if you're looking for something that is a little lighter, but it does have a hint of sophistication, I feel like this one, it is a little bit higher tier than the others for price-wise. But I do like this as more of a not as caffeinated relaxing tea, where I still am able to get those hints of pandan and sugarcane. I'm sweating so much from all the tea that I'm drinking though, so I am a little happy that this next one is the last one, but I'm so excited to try the Lychee Pearls. If you know me, I'm such a fruit tea person, especially when I go to boba shops and stuff like that. I always lean towards the fruit teas. So anything like jasmine or light oolong, they go so well with fruit flavors. Just from the smell alone, I do think it is going to have a pretty strong taste of lychee. I got hope for this one, baby. Let's go! Now with the jasmine, very nice look. I mean, okay, honestly, kind of looks like piss, but it's not. It's tea. Now this only requires 1 teaspoon instead of 2, so make sure you read the instructions carefully. I really like this one. I would say it's the most fragrant, the most floral out of the 3 blends. Not as sweet as some of the other ones, especially the black tea. This one is actually really fruity. You can taste the lychee as well, but it doesn't come off as overpowering, as super prominent. I also feel like this is a really high quality jasmine. Of course, if you compare it to what you get in a tea bag, that shit is rancid. That shit is not good. It doesn't even seep all the way. It's just not good quality. So if you're looking for a really good quality jasmine that already has fruit infused flavors, I think this one is really good. It's super refreshing too. I can actually really imagine this being really good iced as well. On a summer day, just have a whole bottle of this iced pre-made. You're out in the sun, out under your canopy or wherever the hell you are. You pour this into a glass of ice and it's so good. Anyways, you guys are probably very tired of me talking about tea. I highly recommend all 3 blends, by the way. They're all super good. Violet, if you're watching this, you did such a good job. I knew you had some concerns and stuff like that, and I just want to squash all those concerns right now because, I think these teas are super high quality. Everything goes very well together. Everything blends very well together, and I think the distribution of having 1 oolong, 1 black, 1 jasmine, in order to kind of have this triad of different but very intriguing flavors is I just gotta clap for you, And to anyone who hasn't tried this, I super duper recommend it. It 100% outclasses anything that you're gonna get at an Asian supermarket, and it outclasses a lot of tea places as well because, a lot of tea places don't have this quality of tea when they're making milk teas because they use a lower quality since there's so much milk and additives and sugar and stuff like that you're just not going to taste the tea as much. It's superb quality. Otherwise, that's it for today's video. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to like this video, make sure to support the channel. I'm so happy that I was able to do this video for Violet's launch, but it was also like, haven't made a video in quite some time, so I was just excited to have a new idea and a new concept for a video. If you like videos like this, or just like any kind of Japanese related things that you want me to talk about, anything you want me to react to, make sure to leave it in the comments below so I kind of know what to make next and what resonates with you guys, because there's not that much resonating with me like lately, so it's kind of hard to come up with ideas. I mean, I have ideas in the back of my mind, but there's always some kind of roadblock. So anything you want to see, make sure to leave it in the comments below. Like usual, I don't get any comments like that, but if you guys want to start, that would be super helpful. And I'll see you next time. Peace!